Good morning, girls. Okay, we're getting ready a little late. I might take these off while I do my makeup because I don't want to get makeup on them. I have been lazy, but I've also been cleaning. So we vacuumed, mopped. I did one of my least favorite chores ever, cleaning my shower, toilet, you know, the basics, a little laundry. So I've done a little mix of both. I've done some book reading, TikTok scrolling, and that kind of thing. So we're in between both. I also have self-tanner on, so it worked out good because I'm wearing a long sleeve and sweatpants, but it's not nice out today. So I shouldn't say never. I rarely wear self-tanner because I just don't really like it, to be honest. I don't ever think it really gets like that dark or like looks that good. It's probably user error, to be honest. And it's usually sticky, it smells bad, you know, the whole thing. This one, it doesn't smell bad at all. And I wouldn't say it's sticky, but I feel like you can still tell if something's on, if that makes sense. So it's not like full sticky where you feel like, ugh, like get this off me, but it's not like nothing, you know what I mean? I can't really tell if it's like any different than my lotion, and maybe I'm just paying attention to it more because I want to be able to like take notice of things. But yeah, anyways, it was like an express tan, but I just put it on. I didn't even shower until like noon since I was doing a bunch of cleaning and stuff, or 11:30, I don't know. So I'll just wash it off tonight. I'm not gonna re-shower, but since it is an express tan, I think it's one of those, like, say you could put it on when you woke up in the morning and then leave it for an hour or two and go shower and stuff and be like, have a little instant result, you know what I mean? But if I'm gonna waste all my time exfoliating, shaving, putting it on, I kind of want it to be a little more noticeable. I did notice it's green, which I will say I like green self-tanner. I've only ever used one other one, and it was Unique's. And when it first came out, I was like, what in the world? You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, is this rotten? Like, yuck. But actually, a green self-tanner is going to give you way more of that, like, olivey look, which I feel like tends to look a lot more natural. And, like, the clear self-tanners and stuff like that are going to give a little bit more of that orangey look, if that makes sense. I'm not saying orange is bad. I'm just saying I feel like the green tends to look a little more olivey and a little more natural. So anyways, BRB, I washed my little towel that I always wipe my brushes off with. Oh, and I want to show you guys this. Is Facebook Live gonna work? I know the notifications have not really been working, so I don't know. And then one day this week I was live, and I was live for a while, and it was at my normal time, and I was like, this is weird. Like, no one's gotten on, not one comment. Like, you know, it's not that I have bajillions of people on, so I wasn't expecting that, but I was like, okay, this is getting like where it's a little weird, you know? And when I got off, I realized I posted it because I thought while I was on, well, maybe I just can't see the comments, but you guys could see me, is what I was hoping. And when I got off, it never even would post, and like no one saw it. I had one comment that said they tried to hop on and it was like super blurry, and everybody else said they were like looking for my live because I go live at the same time on the weekdays, and they couldn't even find it. So I don't know, Facebook has been a little glitchy this week. I'll give it another minute and see. Maybe it's just slow to notify since I'm not in my normal time. Otherwise, I'll just hop off. But in case this works, how cute is this hat my husband got me? So my good friend Kenzie, her husband and my husband are actually best friends. So that's how we like end up hanging out, because they're literally best friends. Anyway, she makes hats, and she just got on Whatnot, if you're on that app. And anyways, he ordered this for me, and I am obsessed. I don't want to take it out of the plastic because I want it to be like brand new the first time I wear it. But how cute is that? It says Cowgirl Cocktail, I think. Cocktail Club. And then it has this like cute little green patch. I don't know, just like a fun little mix of pink and green. I have some little green lightning bolts and pink lightning bolt earrings. I thought those would be really cute with that. Or even just like, it has this gold chain, so even just like a gold hoops or something. So cute. I love it. All right, I'm gonna comb up my eyebrows, and then if I don't see anyone on by then, I'm gonna call it, because either A, no one's getting notified at all, or B, Facebook is doing the same thing as last time where it's just not working and my live is not showing up. So I don't know which, but we shall see. That same self tanner I tried, which I will keep you guys posted on. I'm probably talking to myself right now. I'll keep you guys posted on it. I did get an overnight like face thing for that too, so I'll probably try that here soon. Like I said, I'm not really big into self tanner, but I will say I do always feel a lot better and a lot more confident and stuff when I'm tan. So if I found one that I liked and that worked, I feel like that would be amazing for this winter, because like I said, I hate self tanner. I hate the smell. I hate the feel. I hate all of that. But if I could use a self tanner, I would love that. Rhonda, yay, good morning. I wasn't sure. I guess it's not really morning. Good afternoon. You're right. I'm so used to being on in the morning. I wasn't sure if this Facebook Live was even going to work, because it's been kind of glitchy this week, and then I'm so out of my normal time. So yay, I'm glad that it's working. You commented just in time, because I was about to get off in case it wasn't working again, or literally no one got notified. But yay, it's working, so we will finish getting ready. Okay, lately this is all I've been doing. Obviously this isn't much of a brow routine, but I've just been taking a little clear brow glue and like kind of combing and shaping my eyebrows, and I basically just use my own eyebrow hair to like kind of fill them in. Nothing groundbreaking, but eyebrows is always like my most frustrating part. I've like glued them all together where I gave myself a bald patch. Anyways, eyebrows is always like the most frustrating part of makeup for me. So lately this has just been like the quickest, easiest fix for that. Maristella, good morning. You're here. Yay, because I didn't get on super early. So this was probably perfect timing. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you feeling? What are you up to? If I'm all splotchy tomorrow, I was just talking about this right before you guys got on. I'm trying out a self-tanner. I've talked about this on here before, but I'm not a big self-tanner girl. So if I'm all splotchy and stripy tomorrow, I tried my best. I bought the sunscreen that you use and I love it. Yay, you bought this one. Surprisingly, I mean, I knew I liked it and I thought it was good, but surprisingly, every single person I've had order that has loved it. Which, that doesn't happen very often, you know what I mean? Because no product is made for every single person. Like, there's always going to be someone that didn't like it, or it just, you know, wasn't a 10. Maybe they didn't hate it, but they just didn't love it. Every single person I've had grab that is like, I love it. And it's so affordable. So, even better. I really didn't need that today because it is cloudy and rainy here, but I do really like it as a makeup primer, so I'm more using it as that today. If you haven't seen me use this yet, you must be new to my lives, but I have this linked up in the description. It's an SPF 50, a color corrector, and a makeup primer in one, and it's actually a good makeup primer. I feel like most SPF products, they like, at least on my skin, they never fully set, and so they often are like kind of greasy under makeup, which makes it like slip and slide basically. Or it kind of like pills up, like gets those little bead things on your face, whatever you want to call that, where the product like balls up. And I don't know, it just doesn't usually work. Where this, I feel like is really glowy under makeup. It looks really pretty and it works as a great base. Like it keeps my makeup in place really well and it has that SPF, so I love it. It works great as a primer if nothing else. Jinx, Rhonda, you were probably typing as I was talking and we were thinking the same thing. Yeah, because realistically today I don't need SPF, but like I said, I really do like it as a makeup primer. And then it also has that color correction, so how it has all these different colors in it. It's not coverage, so it's not the same as having like a foundation base, but since it has that color corrector, it kind of helps even out skin tone. So if you have dark spots, pimples, redness, anything like that. It kind of just neutralizes the color and makes your skin a more like even base for your makeup. So kind of like priming for paint, how you would do like a white primer to get ready. Same concept, really. I was feeling good, but leaving lunch with my parents, my back just went crazy. Oh, that sucks, Maristella. Good afternoon, Jerry. How are you? Yeah, I almost didn't get ready, guys, because it was so late in the day, but I have a couple of videos I want to make, and I was like, why not just get ready? Because I can still do everything I want and check everything off my idea list and want to finish list and need to finish list. So I might as well just get ready, come hang out with my girls. I didn't know if anybody would get on because, for one, on the weekends, my live time is always different if I even go live, and it's definitely way different because it's afternoon. I am not doing much, so I actually did some cleaning. I had like kind of a mixed morning where I was lazy, but I also got quite a bit done. So I've kind of been like catching up on some cleaning. I mopped, I vacuumed toilets, and I did one of my absolute least favorite chores, which is cleaning the shower. The reason why I hate it so much is because like I have to scrub so hard that my hands usually hurt when I'm done. And I feel like I never can get like all the crevices of my shower, and like our shower floor is like permanently stained, I guess, because I've tried straight bleach, I've tried dish soap, I've tried vinegar and baking soda, obviously shower cleaners, that goes without saying. I also have tried, this is a little out there, but I've tried Drano, and I put it like around, because I mean Drano's pretty intense, like it clears those drains, and then like scrubbed that in, and then I've just used it as like Drano. I can't get it off. I think it's like soap scum because it's kind of like that gray. I feel like the orange spots in the shower, because we have a lot of like stuff going on in our water here, you know. They look the worst, but it's really easy to get off. Like usually the orange stuff I can just get off pretty easily, but the other stuff I like cannot get it off. So I hate that chore, but I did that today. And then I read my book, scrolled on some TikTok, scrolled on some Facebook. Oh, and then I did an everything shower where I exfoliated, washed my hair, all of that, because I have that self-tanner on that I was just talking about. I'll keep you guys posted. I don't really like self-tanner, but if like I said, if I could find a good one that was worth it, I definitely would use it in like the winter and fall and stuff like that, because my tan, it doesn't matter how much sun I end up getting, which obviously I have an indoor job, so it's never that much. But no matter how much I end up getting, it fades so fast. So if I could find a really good self-tanner, I do think I would use it. I'm picky though. I got pressed powder in velour, completely wrong color, so I have taffeta on the way. Oh good. Let me know how taffeta is. Velour, I wear that when I'm like my whitest, so like in the spring. And then I'm wearing taffeta right now, which is kind of when I have more of like a normal tan, not like super dark, you know, like haven't had a ton of sun, but definitely like summertime. So hopefully if we're similar in shade, this is taffeta. And if taffeta doesn't work around it, send me a message and I could definitely help you with your next try and just double check it. Try OxyClean spray stain remover for laundry. Okay, that I have not tried, Jerry. Now there's a new idea. I have a mineral stain on the front of my stainless fridge. People swear by CLR and it won't budge mine. I don't know if I've tried CLR. I've also tried the pink stuff, which I did really like that because I don't really know what all is in our water, which is crazy because I'm actually the town clerk. But like, so I have yellow stains and my toilet is yellow stained. The kids' toilet is not. And I clean them usually the same day. So I don't really know why mine is and theirs isn't. Must be the toilet. I will say the pink stuff got like the yellowy stains off pretty good. But I haven't found anything to get those like kind of gray stains. I don't know if it's from either soap scum or if it's like the manganese. That is, I don't know how to get it off. But I have not tried stain remover for laundry. So that's a new idea for me. I use St. Tropez or Loving Tan. I've heard a lot about those and I've never tried either one. So I might have to try those next. This is, I have the face one right here. MSK Labs. I had a lot of people recommend this because it doesn't smell. And I will say it doesn't smell. Like it doesn't even have that self-tanner smell, which I feel like everything does. And I more rate it on how strong or how subtle it is. I don't even smell that, which maybe it's still developing and I'll get a hint of it later. So no complaint on the smell. It's not super sticky, but I do still feel like I can tell I have something on. You know what I mean? So it's not like sticky where it's like making me sweat and like that, but I feel like I can still tell I have something on. But so far, no complaints. I just want it to actually like make me pretty tan, because to me, I'm like, considering I don't really like self-tanner, I wore a long sleeve and long pants because I don't want to get splotchy, which I probably will anyways because I'm not good at applying it. But anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, since I don't really like it, I'm like, I'm not really going to apply it if it's not going to make like a pretty big difference. You know what I mean? Like, I know some people kind of like that more subtle self-tanner, because I had a lot of people that would order the Unique one because it was very subtle and it did look very real, because the Unique one was green also. This is actually a green self-tanner too, which I didn't know that until today. But it was a lot more subtle, you know what I mean? So I'll keep you guys posted. So far, so good. It has a lot of good reviews, but we'll just see how it looks once it's washed off. Thank you, Maricela. I went to some OG, do you guys remember Tip Beauty? You guys remember those days? I got an old pack out and I used the red aspen glue. I will say, I swear, if you are using fake nails, that red aspen glue is legit. And actually I tried two of that brand of nails and they lasted really, really well. But if nothing else, I would say get that like swipe on glue. It's really good. Have you seen Joer, I don't know how to say that, pressed powder? It blurs and brightens. I love it. I have not. Is that, if it blurs and brightens, is it like a setting powder or is it a powder foundation? I don't think I've seen it at all. Good morning, Melinda. Yay, you caught me live. Just to think, when I first got on, I didn't think anyone was going to see me live. I almost hopped off because I was like, what if this isn't working again? And I'm not only talking to myself the whole time, but then the replay doesn't even post. You know what I mean? So, yay, I'm so glad a few of you are on. Okay, we're going to do our illuminator. I like to put that on under my blush because I don't really want it to be that bright. But if you do want it bright, put it on last like most people do. Okay, I think this one was a little fresher. I'm just going to use my lychee blush. I said this yesterday, but guys, if you need any Ophir stuff, check out the website because they're having a little bit of an outlet sale. So there's like some pretty good deals, all the way up to 60% off. Obviously, it's not site-wide, so it might not be what you need, but check it out and just see if it's what you need on sale, because there are some really, really good deals, or want. Setting powder and doesn't settle in fine lines. Pronounce kind of like Joyer. Okay, interesting. No, I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to watch for that. Did you just buy it at like Ulta or did you order it? I haven't even seen any videos for that yet. Okay, I have to do a video today. Actually, I'm excited to. I don't just have to. I want to. But it's for like a lip treatment, like a lip mask kind of, but a little different. I really like it. And guys, I use this, it's a City Beauty one. I loved that lip plumper I used the other day. That red one, if you guys were on, was that yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, I think, when I had the red lip. Do you guys remember that? Or were you on? It lasted so well, which I will say I think part of it was the fact that I had used the red one. So since it was like super, super pigmented, I remember what I was doing. Let me get this on. Anyway, since I used the red, obviously red is like really pigmented. I was impressed with that pigment for one, because we had lined our lips with a little bit of like a lighter red lip liner just to have the outline. The lip plumper had like more pigment than the liner, which is crazy because it's like a gloss, and it lasted so well. Even like the glossy effect was crazy. I still had like gloss like up here when I got off work. And then since I was wearing red, it was colorful enough that it wasn't bright red all day, but I had like stained like kind of a pinky color, all day color. I ordered it. I was watching a lady who does makeup for ladies over 40. Kate Talbert is her name. Yes, I'm gonna have to check that out. Anyways, if you were kind of eyeing that, I'll make sure to link it, but definitely a yes for me. I have another color too that I'm excited to try. So anyways, one of the videos I have to make today is for that same brand, and it's kind of a similar product, but it's a lip treatment instead of a lip plumper. I'm really excited to make that video. But I loved that lip plumper. I'm like excited. I'm not going to wear it today because it's red, and I kind of want a little more neutral colors today, but it's really good. I was very impressed with how long it lasted. And it made my lips look so smooth. So I actually took a like before and after picture. It's actually for the product I'm making a video for today, which I ended up looking at it for the lip plumper. But I like zoomed in on my lips. Like I took a picture with no makeup, no nothing, just, you know, plain lips. And I always knew I had like a lot of lines and like wrinkles in my lips. But when I really zoomed in, I was like, whoa. It's like really bad. And it made my lips look so smooth. So yeah, I'm excited. And I think it'll be nice for like long-term benefits too. You know what I mean? Like helping smooth my lips back out and stuff. But we shall see. Either way, when you wear it during the day or like this lip mask one putting on at night, it makes your lips look so smooth. I haven't used this forever, so it's kind of taking a second to warm up. This is your guys' favorite Ophir shade usually. I have so many lines in my lips. I don't wear matte lip anymore because of it. Totally. That's how, like, mine, I don't know, you can see that. So you can imagine, like, considering what you can see on Facebook Live, you can imagine when I took, like, a picture with my camera, which is, like, pretty good clarity. I almost feel like cameras these days, like, on phones have too good of clarity, where it's, like, you look more, like, crazier in the picture than in real life because, I don't know, in real life texture is more normal. Anyways, I took a picture, just, like, good, like, bright lighting, no filter, no makeup, just plain nothing, you know what I mean? And then I zoomed in on my lips and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, my lips are so wrinkled. And I knew they were, but when you really zoom in, it was like a little terrifying. I also think because like, and no, this is no hate if you have it, but I think like because lip plumper has become so popular, or like so many people get it now, in our head we kind of like think of lips as being like smooth or a lot smoother. So when you don't have it, you're kind of like, whoa. Maybe if yours are like that too, it doesn't look as bad on me as I think. Yours always looks pretty to me. I guarantee it doesn't, Jerry, because we always nitpick ourselves. So I guarantee it doesn't. Because I know I always am like, I don't know, you just think, like, you can just notice it more on yourself. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you have to wear a swimsuit and you're like, oh my gosh, like, looking at your tummy, looking at your stretch marks, you look at, like, your body and, like, the daylight, and you're like, where did all this come from? Like, what is this? I didn't even know that was there. But it's like, realistically, every other girl at the pool is also worried about what she looks like, or like she literally could not care less about any of that, but we just notice it on ourselves. You know what I mean? Nobody just looking at us should be that close as a zoom in. That's so true, Jerry. Not unless we're gonna Good point. And I don't think anybody else is, but for me, I was like, what the heck? That's even, like, I knew I had wrinkly lips. Because we've talked about that, but when I zoomed in on the picture, I was really like, that is shocking. You know what I mean? Okay, let's curl our eyelashes. Hair. I'm like, must have been on my desk. Should I even do mascara today, or should I just go natural? Natural being aka, you know, powder, blusher, illuminator, lip liner. The whole shebang. Every time I try lip liner, I look like a child playing in their mother's makeup, totally Rhonda. I feel like, I bet it probably looks good, but I know, like, when I first started kind of getting into more makeup, I've always worn makeup, even when I was in, like, junior high, but my makeup at that time was, like, mascara and, like, a little black eyeliner and maybe just a gloss, you know what I mean? And then when I got older, it was, like, maybe a little powder foundation, and at most probably bronzer, and then the same thing, mascara and a lip gloss. So I feel like when I first started wearing like color, like lip liners, lipsticks, eyeshadow, you know, just anything like that that like is a little bit more, I was like, this looks crazy. And I'm sure there were definitely days where it like actually looked crazy, but I think a lot of the time it was more just like you're not used to seeing it on yourself, so you're kind of like, I don't know, it just feels weird. But I bet it actually looks really good. Now I like can't go without lip liner. I don't know, it's like my number one thing. Like, I love lip liner so much. I couldn't even tell you the last time I did my makeup and not did lip liner. Okay. Do we keep it natural? We're kind of wearing like a sporty outfit. I've got my wet pants on, and this was actually Ridge's shirt. I found it in his closet. I don't think he ever even wore it. Someone bought it from him, but we kind of got the sporty look, so I feel like that kind of fits with the no mascara maybe. And then I'm going to do that lip mask, but I want to record it. So, lips will be just like this, natural, but like more glossier looking. I need a little brush. Oh, about time for me to clean my makeup brushes again, which is also another one of my not favorite chores. I was losing so much hair in the shower today, so I'm really glad I got this. I think it goes in phases, but every time that happens, I panic. Like, I think our hair goes in phases where like it's supposed to shed, and that's like a healthy part of it, but I'm sure you guys do the same thing when like you notice you're just shedding more and you're like, what's going on, why is all my hair falling out? But it goes in like growth phases, shedding phases. I don't know what the last phase is. I guess dormant. I don't know. I know there's 3. I'm having a brain fart on the last one. I took like the tiniest like tap, tap, tap. Not enough to make it look like full eyeshadow, but just enough to kind of give it that glowy look. Every time I try, oh, I already read that. All right, I guess we're gonna maybe just leave it like this. I don't know, I might end up putting mascara on after I do that lip gloss. Maybe I'll decide, I don't really like that by itself, but kind of liking it right now. I do still love this berry lip liner, so if you've been eyeing this one, it's much more subtle, I feel like, in real life than it looks like on the website, for sure. Like, it's so close to a natural lip color. Rhonda, this might be a good one for you to try, actually. I have, and I think it's included in that outlet sale I was talking about, so I have you guys linked right to the outlet sale up in the description. But this is the shade Berry, and it's called Muted Plum on the website, but to me, it's so close to my natural lip color, and I think that's why I get the most compliments on it, honestly. Because it's really nothing, like, fancy, but, you know, when it's just kind of that natural look that just enhances what's there, a lot of times that looks the best. Yes, I love that idea, Jerry. Try starting with a really nude shade and just line around the Cupid's bow and out a little and then blend with your finger. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 10 out of 10 advice, Jerry. All right, girls. This one or the one you always use with the shade whatever. I love that one too. I love my top 3 Ophir lip liners are All That, Berry, and Whatever. And I like the purple one too, but it's not really nude. I think just one coat of brown mascara. Okay, I may end up putting on some mascara. I don't know yet. The nude pink liner too. I love that one. Oh yeah, what is it called? Off Pink. I'm trying to think. There's 2. There's Off Pink and Pink Smoothie. And I kind of get those 2 mixed up sometimes. All right, girls. I hope you have an amazing day. What's left of it anyways. Thanks for hanging out with me for my very impromptu afternoon simple makeup get ready with me. I'll keep you guys posted on this self tanner. So it's an express tan, but I'm leaving it on for like a while because I'm not trying to waste my time doing all that stuff for self tanner and not be like at least 4 shades darker, right? And I guess this is our final look. We're just gonna put in our hoops since we have kind of this sporty outfit on. I am gonna blow out my hair. And that's gonna be it today. So I will probably be live again tomorrow. So if you don't have notifications on, tap the screen. A little description box is gonna pop up and turn your notifications on. Hopefully Facebook will notify you. You know how that goes. No promises. But I do go live at the same time, Monday through Thursday. I always click that live button sometime between 8 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. And we do our makeup, we get ready for work, we chit chat, we hang out. So I can definitely catch you then. But for the weekends, turn the notifications on and we'll just hope it actually notifies you. All right, bye guys.